Pretty cool. All right, let's shift gears here and get into the Jordan Love breakdown here. Rob Domofsky obviously throwing this tweet out. Similar early practice workload for Jordan Love today. Thumb still wrapped, but unlike yesterday, probably won't need the baggy no rain expected. So you see Love out there working with the wrap on the hand. Sounds like everything is going as planned, which I think is absolutely awesome. And it sounds like he had a pretty darn good day at the office too, man. Sound like he looked pretty sharp out there, albeit 7-on-7 drills, And I'm kind of wondering, are they going to change the format of the joint practice with Seattle to allow some 7-on-7 type things? You know what I mean? Maybe press into that a little bit more to get Love some extra work. This one came out from Sleeper Packers, at Sleeper Packers, posted this video. Jordan Love to Romeo Doubs. How many touchdowns between this duo this season? And you're going to see here, some people were saying, hey, it might have been offensive pass interference, but it's a pretty low. If you're wondering if Jordan's still humming that tater, that's a beautiful throw right there. One-handed grab by Romeo in the corner of the end zone. It does look like he kind of smacks the face mask there, grabs it,
Just getting a little separation, that's all.
That's all. And again, with Carrington, if he doesn't grab the face mask, that's pretty good coverage, isn't it, by Carrington?
I was just going to say, CV's trying to get his head around to locate the ball, and Rome's like, no, you're not. I'm getting a cutter real quick.
Yeah, so again, Jordan, that right hand looking perfect. You know what I mean? Like he looks as on point as I've seen him in camp since he took over as a starter of the Packers. Tim, would you agree with that being there in camp? Do you feel like, I mean, to me, his footwork looks better. He looks like he's got a better base. The knee is definitely healthy. And it looks like his accuracy is really, really improved, Jordan.
I think that's the most noticeable to me from what I've seen, just from the little bit of the offense that I've gotten to see when I was there. Jordan's definitely way more accurate than he was last year. This is a steady improvement. And you're right about the footwork too. Look at Pack Daddy, keep Jordan in a cast.
Yeah, so, hey, that's the thing too. It's like, when do you take it off?
Yeah, that's a great point.
I don't want to be the dude that makes that decision. You know what I mean? Because you take it off.
If he's throwing them like this, and if he can handle the snap, hey, leave it on.
What if you leave it on too long and it gets stiff, though, Clay? Then he loses the mobility in the thumb.
That's a good point. I don't know, man. I'm not a doctor. You know what I mean? But good to see you in here, Pack Daddy. Appreciate you, buddy. Been loving the pod too. Listen to your pod this morning, man. It's just on fire, dude. Absolutely on fire. All right. Next, just keeping along here with the Jordan Love talk. Sorry. Sleeper Packers put this one out there too, man. They're crushing it. I don't know who they've got boots on the ground there, but this is a throw and catch to Luke Musgrave. And you're going to see here Jordan to Luke Musgrave. It sounds like Musgrave's having a pretty good camp too, guys. Am I wrong there? Or do you guys feel like he's having a pretty good? That's a nice little thread the needle throw there from Jordan too.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about Musgrave so far?
Excited to see Musgrave. I wanted to see that kind of that length. What's that? It looks like a 15-yard in or something, a little dig route maybe. I'm excited that we have a little vertical presence with some size at the tight end position. Take a little bit of heat maybe off tuck and just kind of see where he can go. It looks like he's moving a little bit better. Doesn't have that gazelle wobbly leg look, and he stayed on his feet like Matt said. Let's keep that going.
Yeah, definitely. So again, just a quick little recap of Love's day. Moving along here, there's another one. This one comes in from Wes Heidkowitz, as he says. Love completes completes first right before Nixon breaks up a pass for Dobbs. Side judge Brandon McManus threw a flag for PI. I still can't believe this is a real thing. Love just hit Dobbs down to the left about 40 yards. Perfect throw, and 87 got a step over the cornerback. So you're seeing Dobbs is really starting to kind of, you know what I mean, continue to extend that lead as what I think will be one of the top targets for Jordan this year. If he doesn't get traded, I think that's still maybe on the table. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but sounds like Jordan, once again, I'm highlighting these because it sounds like his accuracy is really, really sharp today. So another tweet here. This one comes in from Wes Heidkowitz as well. Surprise, surprise. Good ball from Love to Kraft for a 15-yard post. Sharp so far. So, he hell of a day at the office. And then it says, Bill Huber says, in 7-on-7, Love goes 10 of 11 today. The incompletion was a drop. He threw 12 passes, was PI on Nixon on the other. So pretty much perfect if you remove the drop and the PI, which is pretty impressive, man. So the wrap, the cast, whatever you want to call it, on the left hand, definitely not affecting his accuracy. And I love the fact that they worked around it, Tim, and got him out there taking the snap off the stool to, and I know some people laugh at that and go, oh, what's the big deal? Guys, getting yourself conditioned to go down into that squatted position to take a snap is important.
It's called really mechanics, right? That's why they call it mechanics. Yeah. It's part of your mechanics. It's like your car. You got a broken tie rod. Your car is going to ride a little different. You've got to adjust if you're trying to keep him game ready. And like to your point, Clayton, I don't care if today we saw him not taking it off the stool. He was just holding it in his hand, simulating a snap. I'm excited for when we're going to see them actually tossing him a snap, simulated shotgun or whatever it is, and letting him go through his progressions, with or without that cast or tape job or whatever they're going to have as he heals. But I think with what we talk about with his footwork and then the combination of his accuracy, Jay Money's coming this year, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it from a fan right here. And we've been waiting a long, long time for this, long time. So this is primed for success season for Jordan Love. And I don't think a little thumb injury is going to stop him at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Emilio, what do you think will be a reasonable year for Jordan Love as we wrap up this segment? We're getting ready to wrap up hour one. I just want to get your take real quick. What do you think? Give me a touchdowns, interceptions, and yardage. Doesn't have to be exact, just a roundabout. Where you would look up and go, let's go, man. He's a top 10 quarterback.
If he needs to be a top 10, I'd say it's got to be over 30. Got to be over 28, definitely. Over 30, ideally, for touchdowns. I could care if he throws 12 picks, that's fine. As long as we still get the dubs, if he's still humming it, ideally under 10, and I would say 4,000. Just with the threats that we have. I was listening to PFF Pod. They were talking about Bo Nix being just under 3,500 potentially, and for our offense, I think we had to be over 4,000. I mean, if Bo Nix is going to kind of spend 3,500, I think Jordan Love can do that no problem. We got a new first round wide receiver, all this talent on the offensive side. I think that Matt's going to want to spin it.
Yeah, for me, Tim, I think that number would be 43. Let's say he plays every game, 4,300 yards, 30 touchdowns, maybe 8 interceptions. That's where I'd be like, okay, we're top 10. Now, if you do go over 10 interceptions, like Emilio was saying, let's say you have 12, I'm gonna need 35 tutters. I need that number to raise.
I got you. That's fair. Yep.
That's kind of where I would
keep the same distance of like 20. I need a positive 20 on there at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm somewhere in that ballpark with you guys too. I think he's going to crack the 4,000 yard mark for sure this year. I think Matt's going to be committed to that. It's going to be interesting to see how that affects the run game, right? We ran the football pretty well last year. It's going to be fun to see how he balances these game plans,
Yeah, and it's a great point too, because I'm eager to see if teams load the box. If they load the box, boys, Matthew Golden on one side, Jaden Reed in the slot, Dobbs working in the phone booth at the X. Yeah, pick your poison, Let's go to the chat real quick. Chris Casual Win says 40-plus touchdowns, 5,000 yards in 17 games. Whew.
Love it.
I think we're talking MVP. That's MVP. Am I? You agree there, Emilio?
Yeah. If he's breaking 40 touchdowns, we're in 5,000 yards. Yeah, we're having a different conversation.
Yeah. Holmes MD1 says 25 touchdowns, 4,400 yards, 7 picks. I'm on board with that because you're keeping those interceptions down. Win that turnover battle. That's going to win you probably an extra 2 to 3 games as opposed to last year. I really believe that. Clint says in the chat, 38 tutters, 8 picks. I like it. That's a hell of a season right there. 38 touchdowns, 8 picks. J. Cole, 4,300 yards, 35 touchdowns. That would be solid for sure. Yep. Coach Lynn says, do you think he can get to 40 touchdowns? Matt does like to throw the ball inside the 10. He likes to get out there with a little trips left look and run a little bubble, a little RPR action, that type of thing. I think he could, Coach, if he played all 17 games. I think he could get the 40 touchdowns. I don't think it's like crazy or anything, right? Let's see. He's hit a couple more here. Not so cool. It says 37 touchdowns, 3,700 yards, 10 interceptions. That'd be a solid year too. And that with the 3,700 yards, that tells me we ran the rock. We ran the heck out of the rock.
Yeah, so, right.
Donovan Schilling says 5,200 yards, 44 touchdowns, and 11 picks.
Let's go, Donovan. Tell him.
That would be absolutely awesome. So, all right. So there's your Jordan Love update. And